Alright, welcome back to Don't Think Just Charge. I'm Dave, that's Harvey, and today we are giving you a battle report reviewing the armies that we've done our mastering series on. It's Human Defense Force versus the robots.
So today I'll be playing Human Defense Force. I've got 9 units in my army, and so let's step through them. So the first unit to talk about here is a unit of veterans. I've got 10 veterans with 2 flamers in it and a company leader. This whole unit has scout, and the company leader has take aim. They also are all equipped with shotguns, including the leader. They're 2 flamers. Then I have 2 units of grunt robots stacked up to 10. One of them has a take aim leader in it, and the other one has a double time leader in it. If you see on TTS it says Psy Hacker, that's just a weird bug with the import. But one of these has got advanced tactics, one of these guys has got take aim. From there I have a unit of stormtroopers. These guys are kitted out with 2 drum rifles and a storm machine gun. But apart from that they're a default loadout, so ambush and strider. Then I have a unit of 5 combat bikers, each equipped with a hunting lance, so that's AP1 and lance, and they all have impact obviously. I have 2 units of ogre robots. These guys are equipped with their combat shields and their combat axes, which means they have A3, AP2 Furious. They're basically 4/3s with shield wall. And then I have a unit of 6 sappers, all equipped with flamethrowers. And then finally I have a light gunship which is equipped with a door gunner and the deadly gun switched out for the A3 AP3 gun. So in total it has A2 Blast 3, A3 AP3, and A3 AP1.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm expecting you're going to be quite in my face very quickly. I'm guessing the sappers are going to be in the airship?
So the sappers and the bikers will be deployed into the airship.
Oh yeah, of course, that's going to be really good. Okay. So that's going to be quite scary, along with the veterans jamming it up there. You've got the double time to get the rest of the army up the board. So this one is going to be pretty bloody. Let's go and have a look at the robots. All right, and here we've got 2,000 points of Robot Legions. This is the army that I took to a recent tournament in Cheltenham and went 4-0 with and won. And see if we can pop up a picture on the screen of me looking very happy, having been told that I was in first place. So the army's quite straightforward, I think. It is 2 units of guardians. They've got swords and shields, and they're going to be flying in with ambush. We have got a robot lord leading one of them. He's caster 2, but otherwise he's also just 3 attacks and a shield. He's just in there to bring a little bit of extra reach with caster to the army. I've got a unit of 3 annihilators. These guys were my MVP on Sunday. They ambush in. They've got 4 attacks, AP1 rending each. Not very much stands up to them when they get the charge. They are excellent. I've a unit of 5 Eternals, really solid unit. They've got 18-inch A2 flux weapons, so they've got exploding 6s, but being just base 3/2s, they're really resilient. In the back with them, I've got a unit of hover bikes. These guys are 4/4. They've got 4 shots each, again with flux and 18 inches, but frankly, I found that the most value comes from these just being fast strider units. They're just really excellent objective takers. I have a unit of 3 bot swarms. Not very much needs to be said about these guys. They're robot, really difficult to get off of the board units for a very cheap amount of points. I've got a unit of Tri-Scorpions. These guys are also excellent. A4, AP2, 3/3s, and I've given one of them an AP4 Deadly 3 Heavy Reaper Blade. Just good ways of boosting their output and giving them specific targets to go for. They've also got rending in melee, which I don't think is going to be relevant against you, but can be relevant in some random games. And of course, I brought an aircraft, a night transport. This thing has 12 shots in 2 profiles of 6, and it's transport 11. So we'll be putting the Tri-Scorpions into the night transport and dropping them in round 1. This one looks like it's going to be action from the get-go. Let's move on. We're going to roll through our objectives, get the board all set up, and we will talk to you again once we've gone through deployment. Alright, so after deployment, we placed our objectives. It's a 3 objective game. I placed my first objective over here on the Human Defense Force right flank. Harvey then opted to put his next one way over here on the edge, but we both kind of thought that we wanted a spread out game, so I put the final objective in the middle. We'll see how that goes. Things started off by Harvey getting a unit of grunts here on the right-hand flank to go through all this difficult terrain and deal with one objective. I placed my Eternals in the middle, and then Harvey started to overload his left flank here with ogres and this is the take aim grunts, right? No, not the take aim grunts.
They're the double time ones.
The double time grunts. And so my hover bikes here are looking quite outnumbered. I got my night transport down, which is threatening a good amount of the board, and Harvey's light gunship is over here, again in a good position to drop the huge payload it's got inside. And then the scouting veterans came over to really power up on this flank and get what I presume is going to be Harvey's first activation of attacking the hover bikes. Harvey's got the first activation, so off we go.
Yep, you are right. We're going to take a 6-inch move here and threaten these hover bikes.
Okay.
So we'll move the squad up, like so. I don't think there's anything clever we need to be doing here. There's an option of kind of blocking off some stuff here, but I think really it's just we're all in range, so let's shoot some stuff.
Let's get blamming.
So to start off, there are 2 flamethrowers in the unit. So these are hitting on 2s.
I saw a one.
Those games. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, sorry. Take aim as well, of course.
On yourself,
yeah. Will take aim itself. Yeah.
So we're hitting on 3s now.
So then we have 18 shotgun shots.
Yep.
Which are hitting on 3s. So we'll
decent.
delete the ones that are not 3s.
All right.
These are also the flamer ones, and then I also have the Lord's shotgun as well. So that's hitting on 3. So that many more.
Hot rolls. Okay, we're not in the Jackals games anymore.
We're not Jackals games, no. So these are the flamethrower shots, so they're just no AP. So we'll mark them red for fire. And there you go.
Thank you. So the fire shots are on 4s, everything else is on 5s. They might just die, you know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They just disappear. Kaboosh. And that is the veterans doing their veteran best. That's exactly what that unit wants to do. All right, let's hopefully not get wiped out in the rest of the game now. So we're going to be moving on night transport. We have 36 inches. We're on 31 to get to here.
Yeah, just for clarity as well of the viewers at home, the units that are currently by my transport are inside the transport. So there are 6 sappers and 5 bikers inside. They're not actually deployed there.
So what are we looking at here? Do I want to attack this flank, or do I just let it go and go this way? And then it is going to fire all of its shots into Harvey's aircraft. So
what's the range on your guns?
12 inches and 24 inches, which is
why the 12-inch ones can't shoot.
Oh, the 12-inch one can't shoot. That's actually a really important point. Actually, then we won't do that. That is an awful idea. That's a really good point. I'd forgotten about aircraft. We'll just let you have the activation then, and we'll just go down here. So we'll park ourselves here, and we'll fire. Right, so we've got 6 shots with AP1 and Flux, and we have 6 shots with Rending and nothing else. I think I'll fire the Rending shots into your Grunt robots and the AP1 shots into this unit of ogres here. So the AP1 shots are the green colour, and the AP1 shots have exploding 6s. And the Rending shots into the robots. Okay. Alright.
Some Rending there.
There's 2 Rending hits. No, go back. Go back. And then the AP1 shots, we have got 9 hits.
Very nice. Okay, cool. So
if we do this, let's give you some yellow dice. So the yellow dice are AP4 against your grunt robots. The green dice are AP1 against your ogres. The white dice are AP nothing against the grunt robots.
Okay, so the grunt robots are 5-ups. So the white ones would be 5-ups, and these ones would be 6-ups. None of them, so 5 die. And then for the robots, we have 9 hits.
For the ogre robots.
Yeah.
We kill one.
So we lose 1 model. Yeah. We'll say goodbye to this guy, and we'll say goodbye to 5 of our grunt robots as well. Cool.
No morale check, but a good little attack there.
The boys are okay. They're feeling good. Right. So next up, I'm going to activate this unit here. they're going to move 6 inches up, and en route they are going to take aim to the light gunship.
Yeah, very nice. It's now hitting on
Those
3s.
guys activated and activated.
So let's make you do some things. I'm going to bring my bot swarms into the cover a bit more so that we can try and attack that point next round.
Yep, sounds
And
good.
that's my activation done.
All right, I think it's spaceship flying time. It's been around for lore reasons, and shoot at these guys. So we have 3 AP3 shots, which are these 3. We have 3 AP1 shots, and we have 2 blast shots.
Very nice.
And these are all hitting on 3s thanks to take aim. So
Ooh,
we have
good.
1 hit AP1, 2 hits AP3, and 6 more hits AP non. So we'll copy those. So the white ones are AP3.
So that was not the order I wanted these dice to fall down in. Oh well. That's the way the dice goes. So AP3 are saving on 5s, AP1 are saving on 3s, and then the rest are saving on 2s. Oh no, that's the unit just gone. 2, 3.
Yes. You got self-repair.
Oh, we have. Oh, we forgot self-repair for these guys.
I think they were dead anyway.
Uh,
there was many shots there.
Yeah, there were.
Still hitting.
You had 2 AP5s.
Yep.
1 lives. That's all we needed.
One. Okay.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Morale?
Morale.
Oh no, robots moment.
Failed.
Robots moment.
Robots moment.
Oh, dice games, you're so mean to me. Okay. Right, well, I've not got any options. This is my next activation, and it's going to be bringing the Tri-Scorpions out.
Yep.
And we are,
begins.
hopefully, we're going to be charging. These guys all have Strider, I think. Yeah. So I don't really mind about where I end up.
You're attacking the 3 stack, yeah.
Yeah, we'll attack the 3 stack.
Okay.
Lovely. Oh, he's there. Let's get some dice.
So we've got a deadly hit to resolve first.
We do. Deadly hit is going to be green. Right. I hit one of these attacks. Oh, sorry, they are 4 attacks each. I hit one of these deadly attacks all day on Sunday. Maybe even 2. And they were,
I mean, I'm happy if you miss. Honestly, to be honest,
they were all with
the
ones.
situation right now, this could be a 2.
Oh,
disaster!
Okay, we have a
You're
chance.
so lucky, dude. What the
We
hell?
are so lucky, right? So we have one deadly attack.
Yep.
Your
So that'll be a
robots.
5,
That's AP4, so that'll be straight onto your 6.
Oh, is it? Okay, straight up 6. Okay.
These are AP2, so pushing you onto 4s, hitting you on 3s, and 6s are rending. 2
Okay,
2s.
1 rending.
So you have got a deadly 6 up,
I think I'll just
a normal 6
do it
up,
in order then.
and then the rest are 4 ups.
These are AP2, aren't they?
Yeah.
These are 5 ups.
Do you not have shields?
Yeah, so 3s plus.
Oh,
minus
3s.
2s.
I for some reason. Oh,
Yeah.
because my Eternals are 2 ups. I presumed you were 3s
Yeah.
into 2s. That yeah.
Right, so the first one is AP4, so this is 6 or dead.
I saw the 6.
And then this one is a 6 or 1 wound.
Okay.
So 1 wound so far. And then 3 more,
5
which
ups.
are 5 ups.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
So he lives on 1.
One guy lives on 1, and he gets to
Okay,
then
cool.
bonk back.
He does get to bonk back, which might be important actually.
That might be important.
So 3 hits AP2, hitting on 4s. Okay.
These are 5 ups for
3
me.
hits.
I lose a whole guy.
And you have self-repair. We'll get there in the end.
We
Self-repair.
will. I'll remember it. It took
It's
me.
gonna happen.
It took me a couple of games on Sunday to remember I've got it. No.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, do I want to remove the deadly attack at this point? I think I do. So I will lose. I modelled it for it. I'll lose the guy who's got deadly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and
I need to make a
that's
morale check on 4 up.
4 up. There's a good chance he dies here. Have
Cool,
like
4 up.
me. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Like my Eternals.
Robot,
let's-
so 4 up.
Robot.
It's basically like Fearless.
Yes.
Oh,
It goes
guy.
both
Guy's hard.
ways.
It goes both ways.
And because you've wiped
Cool.
up 2 of my activations, I'm done.
You're done. Damn. Okay. Right. What do we have here? Oh, that's not measuring we want to see. 10 inches. Okay. Now, the thought process I'm having here is: do I want to bring out the flamethrowers to deal with the bot swarms? I think it's a mistake because I think we can do it at any point, and all it does is make the sappers vulnerable. So I think we're okay just hanging out there, really. So instead, we'll resolve all the stuff going on over here first. So we'll start off by using this company leader stuff going on.
Yep. You're going to shimmy?
So
Have you got field radios? Oh, you can double move.
No. I was thinking of double moving to put these guys in difficult terrain. What are your ambushes? They're all melee, aren't they?
They're all melee. They're all strider or flying.
Okay, so the double terrain doesn't matter. That's fine then.
It's because of so much going on for robots. We didn't really discuss it much, but robot legions having so much strider as well is just insane.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Well, so the moving up the board thing is pointless here, but that's fine. Let's do a 6-inch move anyway. I need to be somewhere I can see their whole unit, which I think we're fine either side of this. Happy with that, yeah? Shooting over those guys.
Oh, she's in my unit. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So we'll shoot over there. So this is a robot unit. Oh, this guy's actually 12-inch pistol. Yeah, he's fine. Okay. So there's 5 shots on 4s, and then there's 2 more shots on 4s as well. So we'll just roll them all together.
All AP nothing?
All AP nothing. Here we go.
2 hits.
That's 2 hits.
Okay.
The 2 hits saving on 3s.
3 ups. Oh, if I could select dice, that'd be great. Ready? Whee! Okay.
1 wound to a 6 then as well.
I'll remember it one day.
You will.
The fact that I managed to win 4 games on Sunday and I did forget that rule a lot really goes against me. And then
the charge here, obviously. So this is 6 hits, AP2, Furious.
Ooh, Furious. Oh my god, that's 7 hits.
So yeah, that comes back in and that goes there. AP2 is 5s.
That's
5s into 6s.
Excellent, hitting on less than 1s. Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Dice moments.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dice. Why?
This is why I did the shooting first. I was trying to do it the way around so I could move these guys after the fact.
No, that was 100%
I wanted
right.
to do as many wounds.
The right thing to do there.
So then we got 3-inch movement. Now, can you move under aircraft?
No.
I never remember how aircraft are supposed to be interacted with.
You can't move under
They
them.
ignore units when moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, when moving. Oh, and stopping. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so 3-inch movement. So we'll just move this little fella up this way.
Yeah.
Cool. That's them activated. And then I think we just have the units in the aircraft now, which are going to be activated, and call it a day.
So round 1, you get to take 2 objectives. What colour should be? Blue? Let's get humans blue. The Human Defence Force take 2 objectives. Your Alpha Strike has been incredible. The Ogre robots hitting 7 out of 6 attacks was pretty damn deadly.
Yep.
All of the damage coming in from the light gunship armor saves weren't enough. Getting that many 1s was poor. And of course the veterans, we knew they were going to be horrendous, and they managed to blow up my lowest armoured unit. So this hasn't gone well for the robots. We've lost 3 units in round 1, which is, pretty grim.
This is where the meat arrives, though.
Well, I don't know, because those Tri-Scorpions are also pretty meaty. They were supposed to live another round at least, and just...
I think it's probably just a good time just to quickly mention that this is a really good reason why doubling up units isn't always better. So if my ogres had been doubled up there, we would have seen more robot damage, and they wouldn't be able to snap back like that. They would have been exhausted.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's nice to just double stack units like this instead of doubling them up.
Yeah, certainly is. So that is the end of round 1. Not looking good for the robots already. My ambushing. So my first ambusher is going to be my Robot Lord with 4 caster tokens. That's over to Harvey to ambush in his Stormtroopers if he wants.
Yeah, so think I will be ambushing my stormtroopers. I think the important thing for me to realize here is that obviously any of Dave's units here could probably wipe out my stormtroopers. And that means if I'm going to ambush them on this turn, then they need to be in a position where they're not going to give any value to Dave. So if I put them on this objective here and then he got to charge on the objective, that would be bad for me. The other alternative is just to not ambush them this turn and start playing with them on the board next turn. Which is a fine play, but I'm not over the moon about it. Because we're on round 2 now, so any charge Dave makes here would be a round 2 charge. That means he would have 12 inches, 24 inches, plus an extra 3, so 25 inches to go where he wants to go. So for me to put these in a position where Dave can't get value, they would have to be like all the way back here. And even then, they could probably still get to an objective. So it's very, very hard to do what I want to do with them. The other thing I could do is I could put them in a position where Dave can't ambush on top of them, but my forces are kind of spread out enough where I don't think that's entirely possible. So where does that leave us, really? In an awkward position. I could play for this objective over in this corner here, maybe. That would be still not far enough away. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to hold back the stormtroopers this round. I don't think they're going to add value wherever I put them. Because yes, they'd deal with it. They would draw a unit over, but also the unit would then just be able to make its way over to the back to the battlefield. And I think we can probably hold off 1 round with them. And this is just a matter of Dave having more ambush than me, so I don't really get to make big decisions like this.
Okay, let's do that for now and see how the game folds out. Cool, that's my activations done. Your activations are all done. First up then, let's go. Round 2. Robot Lord has to go huge here. So the Robot Lord has a spell which is 2 units within 12 inches take 6 hits each. It's a level 3 spell. He's 4 tokens, so I'm going to overload it. And we are going to do 6 hits on the ogres, 6 hits on the veterans, and we're going to charge the veterans. There is a very unlikely way. I don't think it's possible for you to get out of charge range. So, cast a moment. We ready?
Cast a moment. Here we go. So it's a 3-up.
A 3! No, that's cheating. I clicked the number 3. Let's go! Punish for cheating! Yeah, there we go.
Punish for cheating.
That, friends.
Okay, you make that charge?
Yeah, that, friends, is why Harvey wins games. I said to Harvey after Sunday, I think I failed casting 2 spells across 4 games. So, really, this is just my luck.
Pretty heavy correlation between winning games and casting spells.
Yeah. Oh well. That's the charge. I think. Are you going to do your pile-in, or are you expecting people to die?
No, we'll leave it for now. Yeah.
Okay. So we have 10 attacks from the Guardians, which is hitting you on 3s, and the exact same profile from the Robot Lord. So we're hitting you on 3s. We're AP. We are AP1 and rending. So the 6s don't matter because you're already defense 5. So I'm just going to pull these all together. Let's see a load of 3-ups. No, I'm getting so dice punished. What? Oh, that was a 3. Go back in the pile.
That was a 3, yeah. So just the 2s.
5 misses, so that's 8 hits for you. 8 hits on 6
So these are 8 hits saving on 6s. So let's for these boys to live. Come on, boys.
Oh, making the 6s, I wish I could. There's 6 dead.
6 dead. So we'll just take them from the back. There are actually flamethrower guys
There
in
are.
here.
You can
keep
fit all the flamers around.
Okay, so was 6 dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough, is it? 1, 2. How many guys have we got left? I've got too many.
That's correct now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so attacking back. We have 2 attacks on the main guy and 1 attack on the little guys. So that is 6 attacks back. Yep. So it's these ones here. Ooh, hello, dice.
Suddenly.
Over my grill. But 4-ups.
Okay.
Half hit. Yeah, seems all right. No, more than half hit.
More than half hit. 2-ups.
No AP.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right. This is a 4-up or lose your unit.
Big morale check.
Oh, that's important.
That is important. That would have been good. It would have been good to live that one.
Okay.
Cool.
Importantly as well, I need to get 3 inches the hell out of here.
I'd like to take my 3-inch the hell out of here, move.
Yeah. Can't contest the objective this round because we ambushed. So we're going to be playing a really dicey game down to the 4th round here. Let's see how this unfurls. Over to you.
Yes, so I think I am going to move these guys back to stop this charge from happening here. So they need to just be 12 inches back. So I'm just going to move 6 inches back to here. It's probably fine. As long as I get back on the point, I'm not too fussed. And then I can... Oh, actually, yeah, no. Unfortunately, I won't be able to shoot with my Lord. He's only got a 12-inch pistol, but that is what it is. But that should put them out of range of those guys. And then I'm going to use take aim on themselves, which means that they now hit on 4s. On 3s, sorry. So yeah. I need 10 dice. There we go.
Very nice.
So that is 4 misses. 6 hits.
Let's have 6 2-ups. We have a robot save. Let's have the 6 up. We lose a guy. One of
we'll take it. That's good.
Guardians goes down. Yep. Okay, that is then my turn to activate. So we will start by activating these bot swarms and go. Kind of have to fudge it a little bit before, but then we'll be able to make it on by doing that. And that is my bot swarms activated.
So we're going to move 36 inches this way. Oh, this is actually quite nice as well because it gives me an opportunity to come back as well. I think that's right. I don't think there's... maybe we want to be more further into the board like this. I think that's fine there. Oh no, don't do it, Mrs. Chip.
Oh, on the wall.
So much to live for. Right. So yeah, this guy has his same number of shots, and I think we're just going to shoot the Guardians. I don't think we need to worry about the bot swarms yet. We are reaching that point. We're going to start worrying about the bot swarms, but for now, I think we're fine. So let's rip it on the Guardians. So we have. I forgot what order my dice were in last time. These are the blast dice.
Yeah, T blast.
Okay. These are the AP1 ones, and these are the AP3 ones. So we have 3 AP3, 3 AP1.
I wonder if hitting on 4s rather than 3s is going to be important. It mattered. Yeah, okay.
So you have 3 AP0 hits. You have 2 AP3 hits and an AP1 hit.
Yeah. Still not excited by this, but let's see if the 2-up helps. Okay. These were AP5, weren't they? AP3.
AP3. Yeah, so they're 5s.
Okay. So these are 6-ups now. Nope. We're going to lose 2 guys, and let's bring the dice over for a morale check.
So 3-ups.
All right. We're going to make the second 3-up of the game here.
Hey.
Easy. Oh, that was tight, squeaky bum. All right. That is the activation for the light gunship done. So your next play is going to be bringing out the Flamer boys here. So I'm moving my night gunship to block it. Quite simply. Oh, because if I put them here, I don't think there's a good move for you. That's not a great move for you. You kind of have to go out here, which means you can get charged. So we'll do it like this. And we're going to fire our 24-inch gun into your light gunship. It'll have -1 to hit, so that's not exciting. But then the rest are going into the grunt robots. But I'm hoping to maybe shake the light gunship and stop it from doing much next turn. So the AP1 shots, yes. These are going into the light gunship. It's hitting on 4s because of aircraft and 6s explode. Okay, that is 4 hits with AP1.
Okay, so this is 2s then. Sorry, 3s.
Yep. Oh, it doesn't even fail 1. Unfortunate. And then we have 6 shots hitting on 3s into the grunt robots. Line them up. Double tap. Okay, so 2 of them are AP lots.
Yeah, the rending does matter here because these are AP0 otherwise, right?
Yeah.
So it is 3s, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are 6s. which we don't get, and these are 5s, which we get 1 of, so 4 robots die. So we'll just delete them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Right. Next play. These guys shooting the Guardians, I think.
You could double time up the ogres as well.
Yeah, that's the plan. So I think I want to get within 12 of these guys. I mean, it means they'll be charged next turn, but the extra 2 hits might be relevant. I think so.
I ignore cover anyway because of Strider.
Yeah, I'm just thinking whether or not it's worth being in range. I mean, we're going to round 3. These guys aren't actually contesting this objective, so they need to stay there next turn if he wants to hold this, because there's nothing else on the board that could actually hold it. Unless you charge there and charge back. But the chance of there being men here is pretty slim by that point, I think. So, yeah, let's just... we'll move these guys up. And they'll use the side movement to move these guys up here, which should put them in range for charge.
Yeah, puts them in range for charge, this is all we really need to worry about here.
Yep. And then this unit will shoot, so this is all 4s onto that. So the leader's got 2, and the rest of them have got 1 each. That's 7 shots.
There's 7 dice there.
So we'll take these 7 dice we've already got here. But everyone knows because these have no AP, it's really important that we make them white. Right, 4s. 3 hits. No, 2 hits.
2 hits. We are 2 up defences. Of course.
Come on, go on. Big 6.
That was going to be a 6. I caught it mid-air. That's really annoying. Lag. Oh, we lose a guy.
Nice. We take those.
Okay.
Cool.
And
then you've got those guys there.
2 friends are just going to be very valuable and bravely run away.
Yep. So I have this charge here to make. So we will take that charge. I don't need to be on the point here. I don't think I benefit from being on it or not on it, though. So what I don't want to be is in that difficult terrain there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have to go around it as well.
Yeah.
That 6-inch really did matter.
Yeah, it really did, yeah. So this is 6 hits.
Yeah.
Which is less than we'd like, but that's what we've got.
Well, last time you rolled 6 dice and got 7 hits, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see how this goes.
On 6s.
Okay.
Much worse. 3 hits.
Right. You're AP2. I'm a 2-up save.
Yep.
So we will save 4 ups. Oh no, this is the dice are 6s. We'll make a robot save one day, but not today. So I have 7 attacks hitting you on 6s. Not a 1.
Yep.
Right.
So that's a 3-up morale there, is it?
Yep. We made it. Okay.
And yeah, so I'll bounce back. Inch. But that's pretty decent. We'll take those.
All right.
So that's them activated. So
what's
all I've got
happening?
left is stuff inside the gunship.
Yeah, what's happening over here?
I don't see a reason to pull out the gunship yet. All that happens is I bring them out. You know, they take a trade on something worthless, and then your guys mulch them.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd love to be being a bit more proactive with them, but I don't think there's really been an opportunity this game, and I think actually this existing here is quite scary. It's quite a scary threat for the board, so I don't mind it being this way. So I'm going to leave them inside. I'm going to activate all the units inside and just keep them there.
Okay.
Which means you're activating first, so you get to choose about ambush first.
So at the end of round 2, the only thing that changes is this objective here becomes controlled by the bot swarms and the robots. The grunt robots over here backing off just gave the robot swarms a chance to move onto it. We're going to have an awkward kind of dance off here, and hopefully my units can pass some 6-ups or not crumble to dust, and the robots can stay there for another 2 rounds. We've got a very awkward, weird standoff sort of thing going on here with the two flying transports who are really in each other's grill, and the unit of guardians over here weren't able to take that objective marker because they had just ambushed in. The robots have activation number 1 into round 3. I think I do want to ambush in my last unit, but I just don't know how I want to do it here. Alright, we're going to bring in the Annihilators and we'll put them in here so that they are in range of a charge there and a charge there. And at the very worst, they move around in the middle of the board. That's going to be my activate. That's going to be my ambush.
The stormtroopers, they come to war. I think these guys are just playing. Probably this middle objective seems like a wise thing to do. Don't think we need to be too clever about this. We should just be out of range of this guy.
Yeah.
And out of range of this, really. Which we are from here, and we are at least 2 moves away from there, which is quite nice, and we're not in range of that charge. And it's kind of a central position in the board, which I think is fine.
First activation is going to be the ship, not your ship, my ship, which is going to come and plant itself down around about here. So that's 33 inches, which actually puts them in range of your stormtroopers, which I think I'm going to do.
I think that's unfortunately inevitable. Can't really protect the stormtroopers from an attack like that.
Yeah. Now, what are your activations? Probably this charge. So I think I want to put my rending shots into here. I definitely want the AP1, well, it has to, because of where it is on the board. I definitely want them to be there. By them, I mean the AP1 24-inch flux shots into the stormtroopers, and then I've got these 12-inch rending shots. So I could choose the grunt robots, but I'm not really going to make a dent in either of these units. I can push for a morale check and hope it does bits, but I think what I actually need to do is hope that I can take a robot off. It's an ogre robot off, I mean. It's really not likely, but maybe the dice will come up. So let's do it this way. We will do this activation then. So that's activating my night transport. We're going to fire 6 AP1 exploding 6 shots into your stormtroopers. Hissing on 3s. Oh, no exploding hits. That's 4 hits with AP1 for you.
Okay, so these are against the stormtroopers who are saving on 4s, so 5s. 5 ups.
No!
So I'll lose the 2 heavy rifle guys.
Stop beating the odds.
These guys here.
Stop beating the odds. Okay, and 6 shots
fine.
into your ogres. Okay, we have 2 rending hits and 3 AP nothing hits.
Okay, so the rending are 6s.
Oh my god.
1. And these are 3s.
These are 3s.
2 wounds. It's a good turnout for me.
That's an excellent turnout for you.
Okay. I mean, I think the most sensible charge is this one here. Now, if these guys are already activated, we could get tricked. Like, we could have moved this guy back and actually shoved these guys. But I think they just get charged here, which is less exciting. So it's not as kind of fun and tricksy as I'd hoped this could be, but it is what it is. So I think we'll just make this charge, and I don't think we lose this combat. It's kind of hard to tell. You have 5 attacks, I have 6 attacks. Yeah. I have Furious, you have Quality 3. You've got better defense than me. But yes, I think we make a 6 inches here. And yeah, we'll go for 6 attacks. Now, this could go horrendously. It's the old Quality 4 problem. We talk about Quality 4 and Quality 3. So Quality 4 Furious being the same as Quality 3. It's not quite, because what can happen here is I roll no 6s and everyone's sad. But either way, 6 attacks going in on the Guardians, hitting on 4s, blowing up with 6s. So that is 6 hits.
These ogres
The dice
are...
gods, they favour me.
Yeah, really do. These are 4 ups. And I have 2 6 ups. Not a 1. Okay.
It's good.
That's the 2 Guardians gone. So the Robot Lord gets to strike back. He hits on 3s with AP1 rending. For those of you watching at home wondering why Harvey and I have a bit of a skewed win rate against one another, I think you can see why.
Dave. It's because Dave plays the wrong armies. Okay, you've got a morale check to make on a 3 up. But it's fine, you never fail these. Yeah, so you just take 3 robot checks, but you never fail all 3 of these either. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine if you died there? Oh. And I'll make my 1-inch move backwards as well, please.
I think this game is slipping away. we'll activate the Annihilators. They can come for a nice charge here. And
Right. Present me with a beautiful array of ones here. That would be nice. I'd like these robots to be alive.
right, hitting you on 3s with AP 1.
2 misses. And the rest of them, all AP1s. This is all 6s.
Yeah, I didn't get a single rending hit, but it didn't matter here. That's the unit dead.
And they are dead. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the Exacxies. Yeah, Exacxies.
Okay. Right.
We have a 3-inch move.
We have a 3-inch move. Can we... We're not in 15 of that, sadly. So that is not an option for us. So we're just going 3 inches this way.
Yep.
All right. I only have 1 activation. Oh, no, I don't. I have 2 activations left. But let's see what you do.
Yeah. You actually have 3 currently.
Oh, I do. I've got the Guardians.
The Guardians on these. And I think now the Stormtroopers do want to do some heavy lifting here. That's their plan.
Yeah.
And they can 12-inch move on to that point at any point. So I think we're going to take some shots.
Do you not do
which way around do we do these?
Do you not do 2 6-inch moves?
Well, I'm worried about giving you cover.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, which I don't think I need to do. Now, I can threaten these guys more. It's basically 4 shots at one. Some have rending, some have AP1. There's also a temptation just to full shoot this. And that leaves this flank alone with the bot swarms, which feels like a victory there.
What's the robot
so
spell?
We're still playing this flank a bit. I think... Let's say there, but we've got 2 tokens, right?
Yeah.
I only need 1 wound over here. I need 2 wounds over here. If I shoot 4 shots over there... I mean, also, there's a real question of, like, do I care about these Guardians being here? They're not threatening anything this turn. They have to move up to make their play obvious for next turn. And then all I need to do is deal with them. So I could also just shoot all my shots into the Robot Lord. Which I don't hate either. And maybe I could get within 6 inches of this then? Not really, no. Yeah, I think we shoot everything at the Robot Lord.
Okay.
These Annihilators... I mean, the Robot Lord is... Yeah, so because if I shoot the Robot Lord here, this objective becomes mine at the end of this turn.
It's already yours.
Sorry, it doesn't become neutral is what I mean if he doesn't die. And then if I move up to here, towards that, then I can threaten both objectives with these guys. And these guys have to come in here next turn, otherwise you're never getting this point. So I think we're making that play. We're going to move 6 inches forwards. Brave Stormtroopers, and then we're going to unload full load into the Robot Lord. And their full load is 4 rending shots and 4 AP1 shots. So these are hitting on 4s, and the white ones are rending, and the red ones are AP1.
Okay.
We get 1 rending, 1 AP1. Come on, rending. So the rending is the white one, and the red one is the AP1 one. So this is, has he got a shield still?
He's got a shield. 6 up or die. Oh.
Okay, good. That was the right play then. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't split shots there. I think that would have been too risky.
Yeah, and I'll still be in. So that is now over 18 inches away from this, so there's no way the sappers can hit me. So you now need to go way over there, neutralize this point with everything. You overload these, so you move, you shoot, you sap, you charge. These Annihilators have just got to take a thumping here. I got to put my faith in the 3-up save and hope that I can have one guy live through a load of rounds of hell. Yeah, that's my fate. I have been, I think, pipped on too many corner points of where the dice should have hopefully come out a little bit different, and I'm now grasping at straws trying to find a win or a draw here. Let's see if Robot can save it.
So I'm going to activate these robots first, and I'm going to take aim on the light gunship. I'm also going to move back onto the point, just toe in as much as we can, and then we'll try shooting these guys at these guys. 24-inch guns, so we can see all these. I think we shoot the Guardians, right? I think that just makes the most sense. There's 6 robots here left. So 6 robots hitting on 4s against the Guardians. 2 hits.
Two up saves. Okay.
And there's your activation.
I think this is the play here. Without rotating, it's 6 inches to here. Put them behind 2 pieces of wall. And that's my final activation. Probably have to squidge a bit to be in coherency. Come back. That's my final activation. The Guardians are pushing for the midpoint. The bots have to take the far flank for me. The Guardians now have to survive a gunship and 2 charges. Or gunship, sappers, and 2 charges, which I don't know if they can do. Let's put a lot of faith in the 3 up.
Move over here. Into a position where we can get the charge here and also get the flamers and all that kind of stuff. Then we can come over here and shoot these guys next time if we need to. So I'm just going to load my load into these guys. Ooh, this is interesting. I mean, I have to do it this way around because it's a shame because what I want to use is the full power of the sappers against
Yeah,
these guys.
you want to sap first, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't do that, unfortunately.
You still get... yeah, you'd rather still use your light gunships to the maximum effectiveness, right?
Yeah, I mean...
You've got to take aim on it.
It is what it is. It's unfortunate that it goes that way, but that's fine. Okay, so the red ones are Blast. These ones here are AP1, and the white ones are AP3. So these are 3s.
That is glorious
so that
hitting. Oh my god.
That is that. Oh, hello. I mean, take aim time and time again, proving why it's so valuable.
Look at all the 3s.
Yeah, like look at all the 3s. Right?
Those take aim just scored you 5 hits.
Yeah. So this is the AP1 one, these are the AP3 ones, and these are the AP nil ones, and I'll move those out of the way. So this is all on 3 up, so the whites are 6s. Thingies are 4s. So
is that AP2 or 3?
It's AP3.
6s.
These are 6s.
No, this is dropping. Okay.
Then next activation is the sappers finally coming out of the hold. Remembering that they are part of the war.
Yeah.
They're going to... I don't think they could be in a position where they threaten, but the point, though, that middle point, which maybe I should have thought about, really. I mean, what I don't want to do is put them there, because I need them to be able to move on to the point if necessary.
Yeah.
So they're going to be dangerous close.
Your bikes have a good opportunity here.
Yeah, so I mean, my bikes bounce back here and then maybe come over here next turn. But
yeah, the bikes can
either way,
do it.
We'll do this. So this is 6 hits with
6 attacks
Blast
on 2s.
Each of these is doubled.
Okay.
So that is 8 hits. It's not that many. 8 hits, no AP. So 3.
Okay. Come on, armor saves. Let's have some armor saves this game, please. No. No, yeah.
6s.
We lose another guy.
Down to 1 wound.
3 up. Make a morale check.
And then I think the bikes have to come out here. There are no other activations on my side either. That is it. So yes, the bikes then come out. So 2's the reds, 4's the whites.
Jesus.
Which is that many hits. So the whites are 5s and the rest of them are 3s.
Yeah, oh, look at that. He's dead.
That's 4. Well, you can make 2. You may make 3 6s, yeah. And then I'll consolidate 3 inches towards the point.
At the end of round 3, we've got another blue here for the Human Defence Force. They are 2-0, and the fight on this flank has gone very well for the humans. The robots are crumbling apart here. Got to play for a draw. Got to play for the draw. And so the first activation is going to be the Night Transport. So the play is to take this objective over here by having the bots take it after wiping out this robot unit. If this doesn't kill the robots, I don't think there's a way I can win. So, possible final roll of the game. These are the AP1 Flux. That is 6 hits. That's pretty good. And then let's check the rending attacks as well. 1 AP4 and 3 AP nothing. Let's colour this up for you.
So the AP4 can go in the other pile as well, because these are 5-ups.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the red dice are 6-ups, the white dice are 5-ups. Let's see if we can wipe the unit here.
3 wounds saved.
7? Do you have 7
wounds
left?
taken.
Or is there 8? Oh,
I
it's
have.
1 too many.
I have, 2 too short, right? Because of the company leader.
Oh, too short. Yeah, too short.
Yeah. So
the company leader,
1, 2.
he can
So
shake.
he takes a wound. He can shake.
He can shake and not crumble. 4 up. Oh.
He's the hero. He's the hero of man.
He's the hero of man. And with that, there's no way that the robots can win or draw. So that's that. That at the end of at the beginning of round 4 is a win for the Human Defense Force. We had a brief chat, which will be cut out by now, but the bikes getting got by the scout attack, probably the game-breaking opener. Really. I think I got caught a bit in the red haze. I did mention that I wanted the first activation in this game, and then I forgot why, really, which is trying to deflate that scout move. And so that's a really powerful first hit, being able to just wipe... wiping 3 activations off the board early was very bad for the robots. The Eternals, we think... probably will have gone. I think they might have had a good chance at surviving on 1, but they were under heavy pressure from the gunship. This unit of Tri-Scorpions taking 7 hits from your furious ogres. We had a bit of a chat before the game. I thought they'd be on the rending profile, but you put them on the AP2 ones, and those furious attacks there are showing why that's great.
Yeah, I think AP2 is just a better profile than rending. Rending, to me, feels like it misses quite a lot. I don't really like gambling on 6s. I'd rather have quality 3 than quality 4 plus furious. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think in terms of strategic misplays, I think the bikes getting thrown to scout was a mistake. And I think I personally would have brought your stuff over to this flank here, the night transport load, and crushed this right-hand flank, because this left-hand flank was actually quite scary. And I think it was very confident of you to charge into the robots. And it looked kind of good for a second, but there wasn't quite enough punch to really, really break this flank.
It looked good until they got clapped by the second unit of robot ogres, which I was eyeing it up and thinking, this unit of 3 should be able to hold that a little bit longer. But that's why I've been talking a bit about dice turning points and dice pipping. And that was one of the ones where I kind of had thought in my head, I eyed it up and thought, on average, I should end up with 1 or 2 A4 quality 3 guys here who can then really start to dent your units. But being wiped out on that first charge back was huge. Not taking out that 1 robot in the first attack was really important, because you then got a bit of damage into me. Wiped out on that charge was really crippling. A couple of things I kind of hedged on doing well, just not happening. The spellcast failing on the 3+, really important.
That's tough.
Like there were so many little tiny increments that I think would have changed how that flank game had gone. And it all going so badly in that first round just meant that my ambush decisions were really heavily pressured. And that's the power of scout and a first round activation, which I should have seen that, remembered it, and moved back a little bit and tried to play a bit cagier into the game. But there we go, that's scout catching out, and the game unfurling in a very favourable way for the humans.
And if after that melee combat I'd won morale, this wouldn't have even been a close game, right? That losing the unit of veterans, if that had been a 4 instead of a 3 or whatever it was, there's just no way I think you come back from this game ever, really, because then they've got 2 flamethrowers and some shotguns up here, which you can't really deal with. So I mean,
that was one of the points where I was thinking, okay, the dice are coming back now a little bit, and I can get into this game. That's when I felt like the tempo could have swung. But then not soon after that, you got a really good charge with your ogres, showing the power as well of advanced tactics there, which was really important.
Yeah. In terms of performant units, then, out of your list, I know you played it at the tournament this weekend just gone. But what would you say was your most performant units in this list? Is there anything you change about it, given how the game went?
Yeah, I'm actually the night transport is good, but I think that I actually kind of want to lose the Tri-Scorpions. Um,
Right.
they weirdly just defense 3 isn't good enough to put in there for the charges. I think there might be a game plan instead of putting the bikes or the bots into the night transport, dropping the Tri-Scorpions for a unit of Annihilators, because I think the Annihilators are excellent, and playing a lot more off the board ambush heavy,
Yep.
and relying on the night transport to live a bit longer. So I think that there's possibly a better game plan here in this list of going ambush, more ambush heavy, 2 Guardians, Robot Lord, and 2 units of Annihilators. The bot swarms in the night transport for opportunistic drops onto objectives, um,
Yep.
and then otherwise keeping it very much the same. The Eternals and the bikes. The bikes obviously whiffed. I whiffed them here, but they were really good for being able to just nip onto points when they didn't get alphaed. Alpha striking them as well is a really good unit to target in this army because they are the objective winners. Um, so I think that that would probably be the main change: is dropping the Tri Scorpions, playing a KJ game with the bots and the night transport, and bringing out more Annihilators because the Annihilators are just so valuable. That I think would be it.
Yep.
What about the
Yeah, I think
humans?
that's pretty fair analysis. I think like for your I think definitely leaning more ambush would probably be good. I think the bot swarms in this didn't perform very well just because they were kind of floating around trying to do that like late game neutralizing thing, which they would have done. But I think they would have been better, like you mentioned, in the night transport to give you that whole board pressure
Yeah,
instead. I think because they were playing this one right flank here, meant they couldn't pressure other objectives, and normally you don't need them to. But if it was in the night transport, then put them
they're in
down
a
here or
much
whatever,
more
and be able to
flexible
deploy them.
position.
Yeah, yeah, and you can really make use of that like hard to move 9 wounds of robot.
Yeah, there's
In
also
terms of the
there's an idea I have as well, maybe of putting the robot lord in the night transport, not attached to anything, and
yeah,
having him as a possibility of dropping out and just again like being another swarm, like we've kind of discussed. That's an idea that I've kind of toyed with, but I'd have to get more reps in with this army. This is my
yeah,
5th game with this army, given that I played 4 on Sunday. I kind of went into that tournament a bit blind on the actual way of playing it, and it came out pretty well. But it means that in corner cases, there's definitely better ways of playing it.
yeah. I don't think this is far off a kind of optimized list in the style you're trying to build it in. I think there's probably just a few things here and there that you can move around to make it a bit more reliable.
Yeah. What about the humans?
In terms
Obviously, it
of
went well.
yeah, in terms of humans, well, I mean, take aim is really
Excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, take aim gunship was really nice. I wasn't sure if I should have just thrown the gunship straight away to do some stuff, but I was like, you know what, let's do the take aim and let's see how it goes. And I was really happy with how that turned out. I think the 6 stack of sappers and combat bikers in it presented a really interesting threat throughout the game that informed like it changed some of your decisions. Like
Yeah.
when you moved
Really
the
did.
night transport over here to block and stuff, I had no intentions of bringing the sappers out at that point. So I mean, I'm not sure it changed the game in any sort of way, but it's interesting to see how the pressure from certain units can influence the way your opponent plays, even if you're not playing into that, right? Like if I'd said to you, like, "Oh no, I'm going to bring my sappers over the left flank next turn," then maybe you wouldn't have done that play. But that's just one of many things going through your head. So I really like the kind of pressure provided by the light gunship combined with those 2 units, especially because they're so glass cannon.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned it in the HDF review thing, but taking quality 5 and making it a 2 thanks to impact or flamethrowers or
Yeah.
whatever is really good. And these things are effectively unkillable because of the fact they're flying around in a gunship the whole time. So yeah, big fan of those. The ogres I like. They performed a slightly more aggressive role than what I would expect from them thanks to the dice. But I think in general they did basically what I wanted to do, which was move on to this left point, and stay there. So that was good. Stormtroopers, I think are just good. They're
Yeah.
175 points, right? Like that's an annoying thing to come down, and they got one less turn of shooting than they would have done. But I think it was fine. They just kind of came down and they were there to ready to clean up at the end. Grunt robots. It was interesting. I think they're great. I mean, they are great, right? They're robots, and but the actual robot effect of them didn't come in once. I don't think. I don't think I ever rolled a robot check this game, apart from one ogre robot who died.
No,
Um,
but it was the pressure of it.
So this
Because
game,
I
you
was
know, but
thinking
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like, so the Annihilators attacking the Grunt robots was way overkill, but it's because if you make one 4-up after a morale check from a lesser attack, you're still in the game. It's such a
yeah,
huge
exactly.
thing. Um,
Yeah. So another case of like the mental game kind of playing a part there with robot maybe not doing anything actually on the board, but doing a lot in the kind of strategic layer of the game.
yeah. Uh,
But yeah, overall, I like this. I like this HCF list. I tried to build something kind of like very generalist, very like any what's it called, all comers list. Is that what it's
a
called?
bit of an all comes list,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So I was happy with the what I came up with really. Obviously, I wanted to run more than one veteran unit, but I thought let's just run one and see how it goes. And as mentioned, right, that winning the deployment role, so I could do that little insta-gib, and then you not respecting it, perhaps maybe you should have. It has such a big impact on the game.
Massive
It's kind of
impact.
like the ambush priority thing we've talked about, where like if you have ambush priority and then you make an offensive play, your opponent then has to respond to the unit you've just used because they don't want it to be there for the next round, but they also have to respond to whatever you're next threatening with. And in the example of this army, that's the light gunship, right? The light gunship then comes over and start messing things up. So it's a really weird dynamic to be playing against, I think.
Yeah.
Overall, I think transport flying ships feel really good.
Yeah, they're
This
excellent.
this light gunship is very cheap, and I think obviously light the take aim really gave it an offensive profile, but which HCF list isn't running take aim, and especially that first turn where I mean, what was I also going to put it on? This list is really designed to be putting it on the light gunship because
Yeah.
the grunts aren't taking it, the sappers aren't taking it. Maybe these stormtroopers take it later on, but really, like, it's going on the obvious stuff.
Well, also, putting a take aim leader in a unit of robots, the worst target is a unit of robots, which switching there to hit from a
Yeah,
4 to a 3 is really good. At 24
yeah, yeah.
inches, it's really good. And
It's
then,
not an
yeah,
ideal target, but it's getting value
it's
definitely.
exactly. It's still it's switching that hit chance from half to a 2/3, and that is
Yeah,
important. But there was that
yeah,
one to take a really obvious point, but there was that one attack where it was on the gunship where we looked at it and we saw what 3 or 4s or 4 4 sorry 3 3s or 4 3s or something of the sort. So that was a really
yeah. One was
important take
blast, right?
aim,
So
and one was
yeah,
blast. Things like that really matter. Um, and so yeah, it was a good list and a good win. Um,
yeah.
I think as
It's a fun
well.
game as well. Really fun.
Oh, it was a fun game. Constantly thinking about things. Um, maybe I should have put objective markers a bit closer together. Maybe I should have pushed for first objective in the middle and tried to get my ambushes doing more. I thought that I'd be able to win the stretched game, but the flank that I wanted to do better on didn't last as long. I wanted to get more damage out of some things, and it just didn't quite come up my way. So then things just began to slip away. But it was
Yeah, I think
interesting.
our lists were kind of somewhat symmetrical in that regard in the kind of style we were playing. So I think the objective placement being very symmetrical makes sense there, right?
Yeah,
Like we both had transports, so we both are like, well, we want objectives pushed a bit further out on the board.
yeah,
We don't want them like in the middle, really, where we can't contest them.
yeah,
Um, so that's kind of like how they ended up immediately, right? And then there's like, well, I don't want them to be like miles apart, right? Like, so this middle one kind of makes sense. And it's funny that none of us got near it, right? Like
yeah.
at the end of the game, these Guardians would have moved on to it, and maybe this Force move, it would have been neutral at the end of the game, and no one would have ever taken it the whole game. But yeah, it would have been interesting to see how that game went on like a 5 objective game mode. But yeah, I'm happy with the 3-1 we played.
Yeah, it was good. All right. Thank you very much for watching and getting this far into the video. Please do make sure you subscribe. We are skyrocketing with the subscribers, and thank you for all of your support so far. And until next time, I've been Dave, that's been Harvey, and this is Don't Think Just Charge. Bye. Okay. The dice can't completely betray me, right?
I'm just not going to answer that.